Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. Let's have a little chit chat. We're just going to talk a little bit about knife designers and why we love who we love, and the three kind of basically people there are to love knife designers, knives. So there's three ways, because I just said so, whoosh, to go about it. Scab, I'm going to get this done soon, I promise. So knife designers and why to love and how to love and when to love and this and that. So three ways. Now you have people who love a knife designer for who he is as a person. So you love their knife designs, not because of the design, because of the designer. That's one. Then you have people who love the knife design so much that they love the designer because of the design. Complete opposite. And then you have those who just look at something and decide whether they like it or not without having any idea who designed it, who makes it, or even what it is. Just the people who don't care at all. I would put myself into the second category. I love a knife designer by the design, and I'm not using this as an example saying this design would make me love this knife designer. No way, no how. That's not what I'm saying. It just happens to be a folder near me, so that's what, besides what's in my bucket. So, and it does that. So you have, and this is what I mean. If the person who designed a knife, like, let's say that I love this Zilla, right? But I love it more now that I did it. So let's say it came like this, and I didn't customize this one. I did customize this one, but let's just say I didn't customize it, and this is how it came. I love this knife. I freaking love it. I took off a Harpoon tip. I gave it an undercut, and now I love it. So if the person, let's say somebody designed it like this, and the person who designed it was an absolute scumbag. I mean, just F-tard. Just bad person, right? I mean, like, they kidnap children and eat them and then grind their bones into a dust to sell to medicine makers. I don't know. Just real scumbags. Like, they beat up old people. I don't, any way you can think of a bad person. Like, let's say they run for president while sniffing little girls' hairs. So a bad person, just like somebody who is just an absolute terrible person. If that kind of person designs something that I can totally appreciate, I love their design. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they did, allegedly this, allegedly that, or I don't care if they're serving 65 years in prison. If they designed something that I love, okay, I don't love the designer, but I can love their designs. And that's where I say, and for the most part, most people aren't like that. So, like with Andrew DeVillers over at ADV Tactical, I love him as a designer because of his designs. I can't tell you a single thing about the guy. I don't know. I don't know if he drives school buses. I don't know if he volunteers his time at the old age home. I don't know if he goes out and feeds the homeless. I don't know if the guy, likes to kick squirrels. I have no idea. I don't know anything about him. Good or bad, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I love the guy for what he does with the blade. And I have one coming. One's in the mail. And that's where I stand on a knife designer. Now, sometimes I just see a knife that I absolutely love the design of, and I don't even know who made it, who designed it, nothing, but I'll love it right away because the design is right. And then you have people who love a designer, so therefore they love their designs. So now let's say the guy has, 400 Purple Hearts and he's got a Congressional Medal of Honor, and the women's bingo night bus was falling off a bridge, and he grabbed the bumper and pulled it back from and saved all their lives, and he pulled puppies out of a fire, and okay, and now because he's like this great person and like this iconic figure, then people, and then he designs knives, but maybe the knives are just they're just okay, but because somebody loves the designer, they automatically love the design. I can't get into that. I don't care what you did, how good you were. If you design something that's just okay, then you're just an okay designer. If you design something that's just not right, you're not a right designer. It's just the way it is. I don't care if I love you as a person. If you're not a great designer, you're not a great designer, period. It doesn't matter who the person is. And that's why I can respect most the people who don't even care to look, who don't care to notice, who don't care the brand. That's why I love the people who will see a Frost cutlery blade that just has a nice look to it, and they're like, yeah, that's the one, and they'll go chase that knife, and they don't know if it's junk, they don't know if it's good, they just like the way it looks, and they can appreciate it because they judge it for what they see. And one quick thing about fads, and this is one of the things, every major designer follows the fads because they're stupid if you don't. I don't usually follow the fads because I'm stupid if I don't. I don't design what I don't like, right? I just don't. You'll see a lot of guys, a lot of designers, a lot of girls designing the Harpoon stuff. Harpoons suck. They suck. Here's a quick quiz, quick question. Anybody out there? Raise your hand if you know. What's a harpoon tip for? Go ahead, I'll wait. A harpoon tip was made for whaling. It was made to catch a whale. That's what a harpoon tip was for. And then they made smaller little harpoon things for fishing spears. You know what it's for? Is to go in and then not come back out. It's to get stuck so you can pull it back in. It's a fish hook, basically. So with a harpoon tip, its main thing is to enter what you're cutting and then not so easily return. Why would you want that on a pocket knife? Why would I want that on something that I'm cutting my daily stuff with and I have to use every day, and then I have to, the harpoon got stuck. You know what I mean? And luckily, a lot of these guys are making them so they don't sweep back as far, like gut hook style, you know what I mean? They're doing it to where penetration, you can still get back, but you might get stuck a little bit. But that's what a harpoon style is. And you guys hear me talking smack about harpoons. That's why I don't like them. They're not made for knifing. They're not. It's not a design for a knife. It's a design to be basically a fishing hook. It's a spear with a hook on the end. It's an arrow with a hook. That's what it is. So when you see me talk about harpoon styles, it's not because of the designer. It's not because of this. Not because of that. It's a fad. It's a fad right now. It's everybody wants these harpoon. Everybody's making them. It takes one designer to make one and sell it, and other designers to see that being made and sold to say, oh yeah, gotta get on that, because buyers, us, we aren't smart. Buyers, we see whatever the trend is and we go for it. Think about it. When you walk through the mall, the mannequins are dressed in whatever trend they want to sell you, right? So you get sucked into buying it. The latest trend for dress clothing, for like business dress clothes, high waters with no socks. It looks horrible, but they put it on all these mannequins and all the fancy little stores, and the guys go, oh, that's what I gotta wear to the office now. No, it's stupid. I will never ever do that. It's just dumb. So it's sales. It's what they do. These guys are geniuses. They flood the market with something. They tell you that this is what you need, and then you get it. And then you send it to me, and I grind that crap off. But that's why I really respect. That doesn't work. I really respect people who don't care. I really respect people who don't care who designs what. I don't care if, I respect people who don't care about a designer's accolades, a designer's history, a designer's, he just came out of prison because he used to do drugs and he crashed a car. He didn't kill anybody else. He just crashed his car into a tree, and he was high and driving. And okay, so he's not a great person, but he's not a terrible person. But if he designs something that I love, I'm going to love it. And I'm not going to basically love him for maybe what he does in life, but I'm going to love him, the designer. You know what I mean? So a scumbag, a real scumbag, I don't know who designed this, so don't think I'm saying, oh, the scumbag who designed this. Any scumbag who designs something great, doesn't matter really if they're a scumbag. I mean, think about it. How many scumbags make movies that are phenomenal? There's a lot of bad Hollywood people out there, Weinstein. But it's just what it is, man. So that's a little conversation I wanted to have, and I definitely put myself in the class where I love a designer thanks to his designs. I don't love the design thanks to the designer. And that's what separates me from a lot of people. A lot of people will say, oh my God, yeah, but this guy was a hero. All right, I'm a 2-time decorated hero. Don't like my stuff because of that. Like my stuff because I know how to design. That's why I want people to like my stuff. I don't want you to like my stuff because you like me. If you hate me, I want you to like my stuff, right? And it's just who I am, right? If I come out with a design, and I have another one dropping, my by Croco knives, my D-Bad military combat knife, the MCK, is getting ready to be released. They're finishing up the sheets. But if I come out with a design, I want you to appreciate me for what I do here. Oh my God, it really fits the hand. It's really comfortable. The thing will cut. It'll do what it's supposed to. It's well balanced. It looks nice. It's really pretty, right? That's why I want people to appreciate me. The fact that I'm a combat vet, the fact that I'm a 2-time decorated American hero, the fact that I do a lot of really good stuff, I'm a pretty nice guy, shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter. What the only thing that should matter is, are my knives nice? Do they do what they're supposed to do? Are they designed to be what they're designed for? That's it. And are they a little bit different than other people's? Or can I make something that stands out? Can I make something that's slightly different? Or can I even take something that's pretty similar and just make it a little better, make it a little bit, improve on pieces? And that's why I want people to respect out of me and like out of me. All the other stuff, it doesn't matter. It does. If you say, "Oh my God, he's such a good dad. He bought his kid a car and drove her to North Carolina so she could start a new life and did all this for her," doesn't matter. Doesn't make me a better knife designer. And there's a lot of people out there. There's some great people out there who are phenomenal. I mean, have done more than I've done, more than I'll ever do, and who are true patriots and this and that, and have earned their stripes. I mean, I earned my stripes, obviously, but people who have earned their stripes, and they'll design knives that are just, okay, so what? You know what I mean? It's just like, some of them just aren't that great. And it doesn't change the fact that they are amazing people. Doesn't change what I feel about them as a designer. How I feel about them as a person, completely different. It's just like reviewers, right? Joe X might be the greatest guy in the world. I might actually love the guy. I might be like, this is my bro. But as a knife guy, screw him, man. He's just not a knife guy. So it's the same way. I don't care who you are as a person, who you are as a knifer, like, you know what I mean? And you might say, oh yeah, but this guy's got this much skills and he's been doing this with a knife and this with it doesn't make you a great designer. Makes you've been a top-notch bushcrafter your whole life. Doesn't make you a good designer. I don't care what you think. I don't care what anybody thinks. If just because somebody has accolades in something doesn't mean, like, I have shot guns my entire life. I'm not going to tell you that I can design a better firing pin. No, I can't. Right? I can take apart a gun blindfolded, put it back together blindfolded, and shoot blindfolded. Not gonna hit anything, but I'll shoot something blindfolded, right? But I'll do it. But that doesn't make me able to rework, guns. Guns. I'm not gonna be like the next gunsmith extraordinaire. No, just because I have a history in something and a talent in something means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. So if you're going to like a designer, if you want to really appreciate a knife designer, go through a bunch of stuff that's just random, that you don't know that person designed. See what you really love. See what goes in your mind like, holy crap, I need that knife. That is freaking beautiful. Then find out who designs it. Because if you say, oh my God, I love this guy, I got to see what he designs, and then you go, oh yeah, he designed that, so now I love it. Doesn't mean squat. Doesn't mean squat. So I will continue to be that middle guy. I wish I was more like the other guy on the end. I wish I was more like all I have to do is look at it. But I am fairly picky. Even though I do EDC a Frost cutlery blade, it's a good Frost cutlery blade. I don't EDC the really bad ones, right? No matter how cool it might look, I won't EDC the bad ones. It's just, I can't. I can't. I'm still a little biased, right? And there's some people that aren't. Some people just aren't biased at all. But there's some people on the other end who love a knife because of who designed it. They don't love a design and then love the designer for designing it. You know what I'm saying. So that's it. I just thought we'd have a little chit chat, a little bit of that. Got some great knives coming. Great knives coming that I'm pretty excited about. And we're going to get the ball rolling. So that's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next video.